Hello all, and welcome back to day 364 of our 365-day streaming challenge. We are almost done. Tomorrow will be the last day, which seems fitting to get to come back to a game that we haven't played in a while, which is Dauntless. So, hey, Namasu. So, I just got to tier 4. I have spent all day slamming my head against tier 3, trying to beat one Moonreaver Shrike. And I finally did it! It's done! It took so long, and it was really painful, but I finally did it! So now, we can leave the Yonder Keys and move on to the Uncharted Reaches. Where I know nothing about any of these creatures. Like, not a single goddamn one. I know that so I can't even, like, mouse over these to get a description. So I believe this one's a Hellion, which I think is like a fire version of the Pangar, which is sort of like the massively upscaled version of the Gnasher. This one I don't remember the name of, but it's a relatively new one that seems to sort of be like an electric feeling version of the Quill Shot, basically. I think this one's the Rezakiri, which I don't know very well at all, if I'm completely honest. This one's the Pangar, which is, like I said, the sort of, like, scaled-up version of the Gnasher, but with ice powers. Then we've got the Deadeye, which is a Quill Shot that is going to destroy me a lot. And then there's this one, which is entirely new and I know nothing about, and I can't pronounce its name, nor do I remember it. But we've got one mission right now, which is to hunt a Hellion. But before I do that, I'm going to go make sure that I have my gear as upgraded as I can, because this will be my first tier 4, and I wasn't doing great on tier 3. Like, my gear is not bad by any stretch of the imagination for tier 3, but it's not great either. So let me... Oh, right. Okay, we can also see some of the armor now. So almost everything has models, and it's so pretty. Okay, I should upgrade my Embermane, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to... Oh! Okay, so the Hellion looks like it has the same icon right now as the Pangar, but it's got different stuff. Oh my god, the Hellion stuff looks amazing. I've also seen the Hellion sword, and that looks pretty sweet too. Ooh, and the Stormclaw have models now. That's awesome. Oh god, Stormclaws are so cool. I think Quillshot and Deadeye are still the same. Oh my god. The Shroud has armor now too? We don't even have a fight against a Shroud yet. Oh. Right, yeah, this is what I need to upgrade. My... Nope, not create. I suppose I could try it. No, I don't have enough Yonder Arcanite to try and shift over entirely into Reaver gear. Yeah, I'll just upgrade the stuff that I've got. So upgrade my pants. So those are up to +2. Oh god, they're really only up to +2. And my helmet. Okay. The Nizaga. I think this is the new electric bug thing. Oh my goodness. All of these outfits look awesome. I mean, the tiers are the different areas. I think the Deadeye stuff is all exactly the same as the original Quill Shot, unfortunately, which makes me a bit sad, but... Oh, I've seen some of this. This is the Karabak. This is the new insect thing that I haven't actually seen. I've seen someone wearing, like, the helmet, though, which still looks really sweet. And massively outclasses everything I'm wearing. Holy shit.
I like your style.
When I go back to the board, I can show you the tiers, but it's basically just each one is a tier. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to look at, was, like, the swords and the... Like, this is what the Pangar sword looks like. It's beautiful. I don't even like the swords, and that's still really cool. And the Hellion sword is really nice, too. Stormclaw's still not my favorite. Quill Shot. I think the Deadeye Quill Shot is still the same. This one is cool. This is for the, like, lizardy electric dude. All of its are sort of metallic with teeth. Just looks nice. Yeah, all the Deadeyes are the same, which makes me a bit sad. Oh, right, the Karabakh ones are pretty sweet, too. Like, ah, God, I wish I actually enjoyed using the axe, because they've got so many just, like, cool things. I have been playing recently a lot with a guy who uses a Hellcutter, just because he, for some reason, also needed to kill a bunch of, Moonreavers. So every couple of times I would end up trying to queue up against a Moonreaver, I'd usually end up in a party with him. Oh, right, yeah, so this is the Pangar Hammer. Look at that. It's just a gun. It's just a gun with a big piece of armor on it. Not sure I actually like the Hellion one, but eh. Stormclaw's still cool. I like this one. This one just looks nice. And the Karabakh one. All the Karabakh ones just look pretty sweet. Like, see, look at that. For the chain blades, it's just so good. And I like that they have a nice, consistent theme across all of them. That's actually a weirder design for the Stormclaw ones, but Hellion. Where's their last one? Pangar. Ooh, yeah, the Pangar one looks pretty nice, too. Unfortunately, Warpike still doesn't have models, so that's a bit sucky, but eh.
Practice makes perfect.
Oh, good. I've somehow managed to wind these cables around each other. Okay, there we go. Woo-doo-doo. So, I've collected and dealt with all of the quests that I got for clearing out Tier 3. They basically all amounted to go talk to a whole bunch of people, and eventually they all boiled down into one quest, which is just go hunt a Hellion. So, Damasu, for telling the tiers, it's just these. So, like, Sheltered Frontier is Tier 1, Monstrous Verge is Tier 2, Yonder Keys is Tier 3, and Uncharted Reachers is Tier 4. So, we are going to attempt to hunt a Hellion. This will probably not go great. I'm warning y'all right now. Because this is my very first Tier 4 hunt. I've not done any prep for it, beyond what you saw, which was making sure my gear is not the absolute shittiest. I'll still probably do better than him, though. Because he's wearing a bunch of fire weakness armor. Yeah. This is not going to be fun for him. And I'm only partially geared up in fire protection gear, but that's still better than he's got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he's just wearing all Scrake gear. Or Scrave gear. God damn it. Killing Floor, why? Why have you broken what I think that creature's name is? And now we wait patiently to see if we can find more players. Yeah. Yeah, this probably is going to go weirdly. This is the one downside of playing this on stream, is that there's going to be a fair amount of downtime while we're waiting for, hopefully, people to join. Hopefully? 2 minutes? We got 2 minutes to find at least one more person who is not undergeared like me. Hopefully. Hopefully. Goodbye. Okay, this might not actually... Okay, you know what I'm going to do instead? Yes. Yes, depart for Ramsgate. I am going to queue up for just a patrol. I'm going to queue up for just a plain, normal patrol and stop that, see what we can get. Sorry. So, I have been playing this for many, many hours trying to get up to Tier 4. And because of that, I'm one, jittery, which is why I'm bouncing my leg. Which is not great. Yes, just do a patrol. There, we immediately found a group for a patrol. So I've been bouncing my leg. And two, when I play games that I have to, like, focus on and that are technically stressful, I do this thing, and I noticed this when I started playing... Oh my god. Oh, it's a Stormclaw. Oh, okay, we can handle a Stormclaw. That's fine. I do this thing where I, like, suck on the inside of my cheek when I'm focusing really hard, specifically when I'm dodging. I noticed this when I started playing Bloodborne around Canehurst Castle, where you've got the bloodsuckers, because those fuckers... Those guys are evil. They're actually just evil. And I would get the same thing whenever I was playing a match against a Moonreaver Shrike, because the best way to avoid dying is basically to wait until it jumps up in the air, try and figure out if it's coming for you, and if it is, dodge towards it. And just keep dodging that way until you can't anymore. And doing that stresses me out just a bit. Just a bit. Because it goes against my every natural reaction to go like, no, dodge away, dodge away. Dodge to the left or right, don't dodge straight back because it'll just keep moving forward, and don't dodge towards it because that's just stupid. That man has landed like 4 times. Okay, so we've got a Hellion Blade, Stormclaw Blade, and the other guy's got an axe. I think he's also got a Hellion Blade. And we are hunting a Stormclaw. This is essentially relatively similar to an Embermane, albeit much more difficult. Also, my gear is not great for it. My gear actually has a shock resistance negative, so this might go poorly. Oh good, it's right there. Hey, Odin-san! Hopefully you can stick around a little bit longer today, or, now. Sorry about streaming while you're at work. Shit, yep, but it does this crap. Oh, fuck, I forgot it does that too. I think we can bounce those balls back at it, but I don't know if that's useful or not. I'm also now remembering that it teleports. Ow! And hits like a fucking truck. Good. Tier 2 is not too bad to get out of, but Tier 3 can be a bit of a sticking point. There's a weird issue that a lot of people seem to have where they want to, like, jump from one tier up to the next one, like, immediately. So the thing is that once you're done with a tier, you probably shouldn't just, like, leave it immediately anyway. Just because the gear that you're using to just barely squeak past a tier is going to get you fucking slaughtered at the start of the next tier. Ow. Okay. So, like, the gear I'm using right now is still not maxed out, so it's probably not the best thing for me to be using to fight a, oh shit, I hate this. To be fighting this Stormclaw. It actually might be one of the worst ideas I've had, but I wanted to show off some of the Tier 4 creatures, because they're sweet. And because look at this thing! It's a monster, and it's beautiful. And we can break off his horns! Oh good, and now it's angry at us. Whew. Where is its healing pod? Because I haven't actually... I've still got potions. Ooh, okay, we're actually doing some nice part damage. Woo! also... Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know how these work. Oh, shit, it's me. God damn it. Okay. So, I think the idea with those is that you're supposed to dodge correctly and manage to not get hit by the lightning, and that you have to save up stamina and time it very, very carefully. But I don't know, because I'm still very new at fighting a Stormclaw. I do have this week off, which means I'll be streaming all fucking day tomorrow. I'm a little bit sad that I still don't know, like, a specific game that we want to stream, just because everything that I tested just didn't turn out that well. Ooh, shit. Like, Metal Gear Survive is just not a good game. Like, it looks like there's a bunch of things in it that would make it a really decent survival game, but it's hampered with the shitty MGS5 controls that are designed for crab people. Okay, is it me? Is it me? It's not me. Good. And if it weren't for that, I would actually think it would be pretty decent. And the fact that it has nothing to do with Metal Gear! So there's no reason for it to be a Metal Gear game. Besides the fact that Konami is scared that it wouldn't sell by its own... on its own, I guess. Ow. Okay, that hurt. So, that one didn't work out very, very well. What else did I try? I still tripped it up. I don't actually remember what else I tried now. Whatever it was is gone out of my brain. Come on, let me up, let me up, let me up. God damn it. I mean, I don't think Steph has actually played very much since the new patch. So I think she might still be in Tier 1. Like, I'm pretty sure Joey's still in Tier 1. And Gothic's computer is broken still. Like, at this point, it's more of just... Tier 2 is a bit low for me, but if someone is at, like, Tier 3, then that will actually still be beneficial to me. So, Tier 2 is not too bad. Ooh, we broke something else off of it. I am 100% getting carried here, just in case that's not clear. See, from what I remember, the closest thing to Big Boss is the main character, like, reaching towards a helicopter with no one in it and shouting boss. And the fact that Mother Base got eaten by a wormhole, which I guess is a thing, but you could have just said any oil frigate base from a private military contractor or whatever got eaten by a wormhole. Like, effectively all it means is that the starting area is covered in a bunch of destroyed planes and tanks. That doesn't need to be Mother Base. That could be fucking anything. Ow. But again, mostly I think it's hindered by the fact that Metal Gear Solid controls are not good. And MGS5 and MGS4 controls are particularly bad, because they try to do way too much. And they massively overcomplicate things in ways that I don't even understand. Oh, is that its tail? Oh, now I feel a bit bad. Is that its tail? Oh, yeah, its tail is only sort of on. Ow! I deserved that one. Please, someone pick me up. I love that we've only got 13 danger. And then I immediately get knocked down again. God damn it. Again, totally being carried, but I'm not unhappy about that. That's pretty sweet for me. I'm gonna heal real quick before I forget. I am using some very shitty potions right now, just to be clear. Come on, not me, not me, not me. Okay, it's not me. That's the other thing, is staying away from the person who's getting zapped. Ow. Okay, so its front legs are undamaged, it looks like. Or unbroken. I'll revive you, because it'll give me a shield. Oh, okay, I was a little bit afraid that was going to hit me. Yeah, honestly, I think the Stormclaw is one of my... Like, there are fewer that was bullshit moments in this fight than there are in the Moonreaver Shrake fight. Like, this mechanic is kind of difficult. Just because it's entirely timing-based. Ow. Also, the fact that I keep lunging directly into, headbutts, but that's just on me, mostly. God damn it, I should not have dodged there. Damn it! Get stunned, you fucking jackass! There we go! Ah, fuck, I missed the timing. Okay, I'm gonna go revive this guy. No, 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 look, I'm... Okay, fine. Whew! Yeah, just keep breaking his bits. So, look, I'm fine with MGS controls. The problem is that MGS controls, at the best of times, are built to use a gun. Not trying to beat someone to death with a stick. So the fact that you have to be holding left trigger, you can't run, you can't move any faster while using a melee weapon, and the entire game is based around, hey, you have to use melee weapons, is a bit unreasonable, especially when you're not fighting totally normal-ass zombies that move slowly. You're fighting zombies that can move full speed. Like, I think that the controls are a hindrance, and they're a hindrance that only exists because they use the same engine and wanted to call it a Metal Gear game. So had they just not used the same engine and not called it a Metal Gear game, I think it actually would have been a pretty good survival game. Like, I mean, it looks like it wasn't properly tested because all of its degradation seems to go down insanely fast, but besides that, I think it looks like a pretty decent survival game. But, yeah, Konami has weird ideas about what the hell a video game is now, don't they? It's that thing that somehow is supposed to make as much money as a Pachinki machine at all times. Holy shit, I just killed it! Yes! Come on, come on, I want to grab this flower. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Ha! Got it. My rank was an E. I'm bad. But I wasn't entirely useless. So that's good. I got a silver. Yeah. There's another game that Joey was mentioning that I feel like I want to try, but I don't think I should spend the $60 on. And now I can't even remember the name, so it's probably not that. Kingdom something or other. Cosmo. Ow. And now I've got an air bubble slowly moving its way down my throat that really hurts. Ow. Leave party. Yes. Ooh, what did we get out of this? Why is it an Embermain style core? That seems wrong. Because it is a broken. Okay then.
Time to set sail. I think you're on the right course.
Well, we could go make a single piece of gear, but we could only make a piece of, I've already forgotten the name. Stormclaw gear. So I think I'm just gonna keep going and see what we'll be able to make after we do a couple of hunts, and hopefully continue to get carried. I know nothing about this fight. This should be terrible? Let's go with terrible. I think it's weak to electricity and fire. I don't have either of those. This might not go well. Assuming we find... Wait. What? So... the fact that this has an assigned thing means that there should be someone else in this party, but that person has since left, so we're gonna have to back out of this. Yes. Return to Ramsgate, please. What is it, Cosmo? You know there's a bed down here that you moved under the bed, under my desk anyway. Do you want to use that? But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what we'll be streaming tomorrow, because I know at some point we're actually going to do a weird thing where we're going to cut into a IRL stream. Because we're going to build a cat tree right there, and because I have to build a, what's it called? Monitor mount for Haley tomorrow as well. We're just waiting for those to arrive. Odin-san, I completely understand that. Like, if it weren't for the fact that I think I'm committed to getting Monster Hunter on the PC when it finally comes out, I would probably be playing that too. The problem is I just don't want to also be giving up a whole bunch of money every month to Sony for PlayStation Plus. So, I really want to. I really, really want to, but it's not going to happen. Wow, he's just wearing nothing but anti-electricity stuff. Huh, weird. But yeah, Monster Hunter World looks super nice. If it weren't for the fact that I just didn't want to have another monthly expense, I would definitely be doing it too. So now I'm just waiting for it to be on PC. One day. One day, Capcom. One day. Come on, we need 2 more people. Find us 2 more people. Boogada boogada people. Yeah, it was worth a try. Wondering where the cat is now. I think he's just decided that his most favorite place in the entire world is on a towel that's sitting in front of the other bathroom's tub. I don't know why, Because it's very, very close to the dog's kennels, but he's just decided that's his favorite now. I have no good reason for it, honestly. Am I using good potions? No, I'm using terrible potions. Let's burn through my improved ones. Because, in theory, we should be able to replace them with significantly better potions. I understand that there's free stuff. The issue is that usually the free stuff is not always things that I care about. But at the same time, I mean, I want to budget it out, because if it's $5 a month, the fact that I've changed how we use the bot actually is saving us $5 a month. But I'll see. And the thing is that I don't know who I would end up playing Monster Hunter with, because it definitely feels like a game in the same way that, like, I really want to like Rainbow Six Siege, but I feel like I need people to play Rainbow Six Siege with. And I don't know who I would do that with for Monster Hunter. With Dauntless, it has that sidelong benefit of, well, it's not now free-to-play, it will one day be free-to-play. In fact, they're talking about going into open beta relatively soonish. This is going to be very bad, by the way, because it's just the two... Oh, that was like a last-minute save. Dude's got a Pangar sword. Damn, that looks pretty. I suppose I could make a Stormclaw hammer. What was I saying? My brain's gone. It's just gone today. I was talking about... I don't know who I would... Oh, this has the sidelong benefit of one day being free-to-play, which means a larger, I feel like, install base where I don't need to... It's my social anxiety thing sort of coming out. I don't need to go out of my way to try and find people to play with. It's like I can just do matchmaking and maybe run into the same people a couple of times. And we've got a guild, so anyone who wants to join the guild can join the guild, and then we have a, like, built-in install base of people to play with. Admittedly, all of that sort of relies on people wanting to play it. And that's sort of the issue with free-to-play, is that because there's no upfront monetary investment, you feel less of a desire to keep at it, because you haven't invested money in it to start with. And if you have invested money, it's usually going to be these small little installments, so it's easier to forget about them. So you don't have the same drive to keep going with it. Like, it's the same reason why I think PlanetSide 2 partially died off. Because I really enjoyed PlanetSide 2, but they... honestly, Daybreak has not done a great job with it, in my personal opinion. See, the issue is, I still don't even know who I would play with on Oh, good, it's a Stormclaw. I can handle this. I still don't even know who we play with on PC. Because, yeah, I would enjoy the fact that I could choose whatever controller I want and play with whoever I want, but I still don't know who we'd end up playing with. Like, there are, so I love the lure community, but ever since playing, WoW, I just never really wanted to interact with people to a significant degree online, just because I always felt weird about it. So I feel like if I wanted to do that in the same way that I could with Destiny, I could go find a group of people in the lure community who I could play Monster Hunter or Dauntless or anything like that with. But I feel weird just going like, hey, this preset group of people who have already established in the lure Discord that they want to play this game, can I play this game with you? I don't know why. That's not actually a thing to feel weird about, but it is something I feel weird about, because my brain is dumb. Yeah, there we go. Stun the motherfucker. Also, because I might say shit like that too much. Break the goddamn head. Yes! Your glorious antlers are mine now! And apparently his tooth. Reload, reload, reload the hammer. I know, that's what I'm saying though, is that in the same way that, yeah, there is a raid finder for, WoW, and there is, at least matchmaking for strikes in Destiny. You can't do stuff like Nightfalls, or actually difficult raids that require coordination. And you can't, I feel like my past experience with Monster Hunter tells me that there would be monsters that you should have a coordinated team to try and take on. That might be wrong, but... Ooh, yeah, forgetting to make potions is very, very bad. I'm actually going to steal some of this ether. Reload the hammer. God, that is the weirdest statement to say with this game all the time. Hello, kitty. Hello, angry lizard electric kitty. But I still think that I think I like Monster Hunter the same reason that I like survival games, is it's less of a deal with this entire army or this entire horde, it's you have one job. And in most cases, it's don't die, and maybe see if you can manage to kill this thing. Like, that's why if I could ever bring myself to actually play The Long Dark, I would love to play... There's a mode in it, and I can't remember the name of it, but basically the entire point is don't die in the frozen Canadian winter. Also, there's a bear hunting you, and there's a single rifle in this version of the world, and you need it to not die, so that you can shoot the bear. Because this bear will kill you. Oh god, he's building another cage. Why haven't we broken any of these cages yet? Good, he's chasing me. I don't know why. Sorry, at this point, reading chat is hard. Ah, fuck you. Shit. Hello. And, like I said, most of this is just me being neurotic and socially awkward. Oh shit, is it targeting me? No, it's not. Okay. Okay, are we just going down there? I should probably stop this then. I feel like so... There's a person in Lure, for anyone who doesn't know, Loading Ready Run, who is actually the reason why I even had the idea of doing a 365-day streaming challenge. Because about 2 months before we started ours, he had just wrapped up one. And he's also, like, a co-host for the podcast that actually got me, like, interested in wrestling storylines. Damn it, that should have hit him, but okay. We got a Volt Hoof. Apparently that's rare. No idea what that is. And weirdly, and I didn't even realize at the time, he's also the reason that I got into Dauntless, and to a lesser extent Monster Hunter. Like, I actually tried Monster Hunter on the Wii U originally, and it's like, this is weirdly, like, jiving for me, and I don't know why. Yeah, Adam. What the hell is that? It's like there was a bag rustling, but there's no bags near me to rustle. But yeah, like... I never even watched Adam's streams, but just hearing him talk and following him on Twitter was just like, oh! And then I ended up listening to Sidewalk Slam, and now I legitimately want that fucking Sidewalk Slam shirt. But... hang on. I haven't been paying attention, which is why I think I've died twice already. Dodge! Why am I taking a potion? Fuck, that was a waste. Shit. Get outside of the cage, get outside of the cage. Okay, thank you. Thank you for going to the left. Damn it, you fucker! But he posted... Sorry, what I was actually going for there was, I think he posted a thing of taking out a Kieran in one shot with, he uses, the hunting horn. And he did, like, some sort of insanely stupid, like, dive off of a cliff. Oh shit, it's on me! It's on me! Oh! We didn't get hit! We didn't get hit! Like a jumping, spinning dive off a cliff and one-shot at a Kieran by slamming into it with his hammer, or hunting horn. It's basically a hammer. That's the other thing, is that I feel like I don't know the weapons for Monster Hunter anywhere near as well as I do for Dauntless, but then again, Dauntless has the benefit of, like, half as many. But I also know the creatures for Monster Hunter less, so... I don't know, like, I've basically been waffling back and forth on this for, like, how long has Monster Hunter World been out? Pretty much since then. But whether I just want to give up and get it on PS4 because ultimately the people who I might be able to play with are going to be about the same either way. And may end up being no one anyway because I am neurotic and will just go poke the group of people who I know will be more than willing and inclusive because Lure has an amazing fan base. And like, yeah, sure. I'm just being insanely neurotic, but... No, get up on the... Thank you. Get up on the cliff. Yeah. I feel like they're... Both Monster Hunter and Dauntless are a little bit better for solo play, or at least, like, matchmaking, than, like, The Siege. Because... Rainbow Six The Siege did not seem... Okay, maybe it's just because I was doing the, hey, here's how to play sort of tutorial missions, but it did not feel fun without people to coordinate with. It just felt really, really difficult and grindy. Hey guys, I'm here now. Sorry. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off, I saw you there. See, just gonna say right now, all I could read from that message initially was that the hunting horn is the least used weapon in the game. I don't understand how the weapons work, but I know that the hunting horn was the one that I used the most in Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii U. But I think it's because I liked the idea of, one, it being a big, slammy, hard-hitting weapon, and also the fact that I could use it to buff myself, even if I didn't completely understand what I was doing when I was buffing myself. Because that game does not explain shit well. Shit. Where is he? Oh, good, starting close. Who's it on? Not me. Good. Ah! Fear my iframes! Oh shit. There's the least used weapon in the game. There's an NPC that tells you stats of things. The horn is my weapon of choice, and the NPC told me that only 2% of player base made use of it when using the horn. Damn! I like the horn. Like, from what I remember about it, it was just a nice weapon, because it hits like a fucking truck. Damn it, fucker. Wait, did his horns just break again? It looks like they did. That's weird. Oh shit, I'm down. I didn't realize. Okay, teleporting kitty monster? Oh, it's his tail. Follow me, kitty. Follow me! Ouch. Mostly so you stop following other people. Yeah, it's a hammer that just buffs the party. Which, if you're not playing with other people, doesn't actually matter quite as much, but still. I don't remember any of the other weapons, but I do recall that I fucking hated their ranged weapons. Just because they have the ammo system, which, while I like deep minutia things, like keeping track of hunger and stats and crazy shit like that, for some reason, keeping track of ammo has never been my favorite thing. I don't know why. And I know that the reason it's there is because they've got a whole bunch of different kinds of ammo, and that the kind that you're using really matters, but for some reason just... I would be fine with swapping out different kinds of ammo, but having to keep track of how much ammo I have in a game like Monster Hunter has always struck me as just kind of fiddly bullshit. Like, in the same way that I feel about, what's it called? Damn it! That I feel about the, like, setting up bus routes in cities. That is one thing I'll say, come March, there's a game that's, it's not made by the same people, but is published by Paradox as well, that we are definitely going to be at least trying. There we go, stunned him. I'm trying to remember the name, but it's basically about trying to set up, Mars colonies. Ooh, volt scale. Oh, god damn it! Why does he hate me so much? Because that looks interesting to me as well. Because I think my whole thing lately has just been, I'm enjoying games where I don't necessarily have an enemy. I enjoy having, like, a goal, especially when that goal is something sort of nebulous, like, survive, or build up a city. Shit, who's it on? Not me. Good. Okay, give me this orb. Also here, have some healing. Other hammer person? Ow! Okay, that kinda hurt. Gotta reload, gotta reload. I enjoy playing a game where I gotta reload the hammer is a legitimate statement that doesn't sound like it's insane. I think it's the same reason why I kind of enjoy killing Floor. Because there's a hammer I can reload. Oh shit, they use this healing terribly. Oh no! He's so close! I just want to stun him again. KO monster, it doesn't hit as hard as the normal hammers, but it hits hard, KOs monsters, and is best weapon to drain monsters' stamina. Oh, I did not know that. So what are the other weapons? Because I remember there being, like, a gun lance thing, and... oh shit, it's on me. Damn it! Oh, the last one got me. Fuck. Fuck. This is the one thing I love about having two hammers, though, is that we can actually keep monsters relatively consistently stunned. Maybe not consistently, but often enough that it's nice. Damn it! No! Stop that! Fuck! That, however, is kind of annoying. Yes! They stunned him! Beat the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of him! Come on! Yeah! Beat him with the hammer! Beat him with that hammer! Fuck yeah! Good job, y'all. Good job! No! Yes! Wait, why does he have, like, no health? Oh, okay, that was close. We're all gonna be, like, dodging for that health pool as soon as we get up there. Holy shit. He cannot possibly have much health left. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure one of our party members is entirely living off of his shield. Ah, shit, he's just right here. Okay. I have a bad feeling after this conversation I'm gonna end up downloading Monster Hunter tonight. I wish there was a way to get healing while out in the field. It's definitely do or die time now, yep. Oh shit, he dropped a healing thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna take one of these. Run away! Run away! Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit. I really need to learn this lesson. I wish we could consistently hit those, electric balls back at him. Yeah! Roll! Fuck yes! Okay, good, good, we're good. We're good, and everything is fine. Just gotta keep jump slamming him. Yeah, I guess that's sort of why I like the hammer in this game, too, is that it's really good for draining... I guess it's not technically stamina in the same way that it is for Monster Hunter, but, like, being able to stun monsters. Oh, yes! Oh, God, that was really close! Woo! See... The reason why I'm waiting for the PC version isn't because I want it to be the PC version, it's just because... Hang on. Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yes! It's because, most of the things I play are PC at this point, so it feels like it would be a better idea, but at the same time... If functionally there's no massive difference if I just play on PS4 versus PC, then why not just play on PS4? Yeah. Oh, that was a tough one actually, but that was a lot of fun. Yeah, with 3 that was a bit tight. What are you doing behind me? You big weird dog. Oh, yes, I'm gonna rate that match very well. That was amazing. Woohoo! Plus I got a whole bunch of Stormclaw hide. I like that I just keep fighting Stormclaws. It's not even on purpose. Like, the hope was to get to try to fight something new today. Not just more goddamn Stormclaws. I am actually... okay. I want to check and see, because I feel like a large number of the creatures in the... I already forgot the name of this area. Are... leave party, yes. I feel like a large number of the creatures here are resistant to electricity, so I'm kind of hesitant to make an electricity hammer. This makes me a little bit sad that that the style cores aren't functional yet for the Stormclaw. Oh well. Uncharted Reaches. Yeah, because... well, 2 out of 4 are resistant to electricity. I feel like, actually, that might not be a bad investment, then, to make an electric hammer, just because it's going to be a significant damage bonus from what we're using now. So, that's probably for the best, honestly. Like, right? 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 I think it is.
Blues can always find time for you.
Assuming the electric hammer looks sweet, because I think it does. It's not my favorite, but... it's a pretty massive jump up. I think even when it's weak, that's still doing more damage than our current hammer. What are we using? We are using the... not the Scarn. Where is ours? It's the Scrave one, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so if we upgrade... yeah, so no matter what, this will be doing more damage than our current one. It's worth it. And worst case, if we're fighting something that is not weak to, or that is weak to ice, we can swap it out. Let's see. Do I have any good cells for this? No, I do not. I have no cells for a hammer right now. Okay. Still, this is a pretty significant damage upgrade, so I think I'm going to be okay with it. Makes me a little bit sad that our Pangar weapon doesn't look quite as awesome as the Pangar sword, but eh. Ooh, sweet. We already got found a group with 3. That'll be nice. Which might mean that we're hunting something specific, but we'll see! I'm willing to bet we're probably hunting something specific. That's the other thing that that Monster Hunter, I think, might have me sold... Yes, and it's weak to electricity! Fuck yes! That Monster Hunter might have me sold on is just the wider variety of monsters to hunt. Dumb as that phrase sounds. Common healing elixir. Oh, fuck yes! I can have double healing potions? Yes, 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 yes. That's relatively new. So yeah, this guy is wearing all, what, Hellion? Yup, he is wearing full-ass Hellion gear. Damn, that looks pretty sweet. And is the other one wearing full-on, Karabak? I think that's how that's going to be pronounced. Yeah, he's wearing full-on Karabak with the Hellcrusher. Oh, he's got, the Hellion Hammer. That's pretty cool. I think if we manage to take this thing out, this is what I'll probably want to use for armor. Just because it seems like a good middle-of-the-road that doesn't have any significant weaknesses. And I feel like no weaknesses is a better starting point than strength against specific element. Hang on. Stop that! Like, if the Karabrak armor didn't look awesome, like, look at that, it's fucking awesome! If it didn't look quite so awesome, I would probably try and do... what's it called? Deadeye armor, because I think that looks pretty sweet too, but... honestly, Karabrak is, like, no weaknesses, and it just looks cool. Like, it's sort of cool and insecty and weird. I like it. Kind of reminds me of, like, Tyranid. Tyranid and Zerg. Which I have a soft spot in my awful, weird little alien heart for. Look, there's another one! That beautiful, beautiful, awful helmet. And he's wearing a bunch of Rage Tail stuff. Nice. I don't even know what that potion is. With a superior Warpike. Sweet. Yeah, so we're going after the Karabak, I think. I clearly need to change my title because mine doesn't show up consistently. My title I think I currently have set as The Chilled. Yeah, The Chill, sorry. But for some reason it doesn't consistently show up. So sure, I guess I'll say Farslayer. Oh, he fucked off. That kind of sucks. We had a full team! And he had really sweet gear and that was really well prepared for a Karabrak. Karabak? Still, all of the weapons that we have are specifically good against the Karabak, except for the Warpike. But the Warpike is mostly in the game right now to, like, add piercing damage so it's easier to break parts. So, that should be fine. Although, weirdly, it seems like part breaks just happen. Like, that if you're paying any amount of attention, people are rotating around the behemoths and breaking parts. Like, every time that I was fighting a Moonreaver Shrike, we had every part already broken, but we still hadn't killed the damn thing. Like, we were even breaking the face, and the face is a massive pain in the ass to break on a Moonreaver, just because they keep it up really high, and only lower it if you manage to stagger them while they're... Oh shit, we can see it! Like, it's just right there. I do still love my entrance. Oh, hey, we got another guy. With that sweet-ass Stormclaw armor. Okay, so I really need Duskweed, I think it is? I think it's Duskweed. Yep, there's some. Because we need this to make our new, slightly stronger potion. So basically I need to run through forests. Because I also need one of these mushrooms, but I don't recall... This is my one thing. There's a specific kind of mushroom that looks exactly like these, but I think is a little bit brighter orange, that we can pick up, and I need it. Problem is, they all look the fucking same. Wow, they just ran off straight for him. Okay. Sorry, y'all, but I kind of need some items. And I can't tell the difference between these stupid mushrooms. No! God damn it again! This happened to me a couple of times today. Keep getting stuck in between trees. I'm sorry, Denmasu, I just read your thing and it made me remember I'm annoyed about the magic story. Specifically, I'm annoyed because, god damn it, how did they manage to work the goddamn Gatewatch into going to Dominaria? Only one of them even knows where Dominaria is. Sorry, done with that. Just had to be annoyed for a second. I know that's stupid, but I'm annoyed about it, legitimately. Because I thought we finally were gonna have a set without any of the motherfuckers for, like, at least a little bit, but no. Holy shit! Okay, that was terrifying. I know Liliana was born there, but the last time anyone saw it, it was falling through time portals. Why the fuck is your response, let's go to Dominaria? Oh, good, it can go invisible. Yeah, that's why I said one of them has been there. Ow! Ha ha ha! I think I hit it in the head! Okay, this is an interesting fight. I can't see shit. Break all the pieces! Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Get it off of me! How do I get it off of me? Okay, how do I get them off of me? This seems awful. Okay, this is my least favorite status effect ever now. Oh! Well, I hit him hard at least. Yeah, okay, upgrading the weapon is definitely nice. Because those damage numbers are much better. Admittedly, I can't tell what I'm hitting, so I'm not getting as much stagger damage, but still. Let's heal. Ow! Fuck! Okay, that hurt. Kinda wanna break that tail. I think it will drop something cool. Also, I don't ever want to be covered in bugs again. Ow! Ha! I didn't realize I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Take a healing potion, you idiot. Thank you. So what part do we break to make it stop going invisible? Oh! It fled. Okay. That was cool! That was really cool! No, seriously, that was one of the coolest fights I think I've ever done! Maybe it's just because I had no idea what the hell was happening, but that was really, really cool! Like, the going invisible and... whatever the hell it did to cover me in insects, and the, like, firing out, like, air razor blades. It was like a bunch of the things that the Shrike does, but actually feeling way more threatening and just cool. Okay, staying away from that. Huh, that turning invisible while covered in insects doesn't seem to work quite so well. Yeah! God, I just hit him for a bunch. That felt nice. I just like this because you can't actually tell exactly what he's doing. I'm gonna take a stamina potion, actually. Damn, that was a waste of a hammer shot, but still, God. It might just be because it's a new fight that I've never done before, but this is just nice! Damn it! Give me your butt! I want to break it! Ah! Oh, it didn't break as much as I was hoping, but still. Okay, now we go for the head. Oh my god, have we broken all the bits now? Nope, nope, there's definitely something else that can be broken now. Holy shit. Okay, I feel a bit bad now. That was a slaughter. No, come on. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Okay, I think we got whatever that was. Damn, that was fun! That was really fun! Like, I know I took a bunch of damage, and I was probably one of the least useful people there, but that was just fun! Like, especially after the just slog I've been going through with the Shrike. And the fact that people have been fighting this thing since the Sharpen Your Skills update came out. So I guess plenty of people know exactly what this is and how to fight it, but that was the first time for me, and that was wonderful! Oh, I hope that all of the other ones that I haven't done before are like that. Just trying to figure out the mechanics, because, I mean, that one I feel like wasn't terribly difficult. No! It crashed! Dauntless has stopped working. God damn it. That was so good! It was just so good. Come on, OBS, look at it. You know it's right there. Oh, that was just really fun. And I think I needed that after the slog that was trying to get a party to do a Moonreaver Shrike. Because that was not fun. Because the Moonreaver Shrike isn't even that bad, it's just a massive pain in the ass. Because a lot of people go to it and go like, oh, it's a Shrike. I dealt with Shrikes on Tier 2, I can handle this. The problem is that it doesn't even do all that many more things, but it's way more rapid fire, so you don't get the, like, little downtime that you think you're going to have in between each of its insane moves, because it goes straight into, like, crazy-ass jumping attack, slam down, does a second jump that if you're new you're not expecting, then it's going to, like, probably stand up, give you, like, a half second, and then it's going to immediately move into its next combo. Oh god, that was just so good, though. That was just so much fun. And I think we should have enough Arcanite to go make at least one piece of gear for it. Come on, please, please tell me that your style core works. Come on. Because I want whatever your style core is to put on my flag. Yes! Okay, we're going to be probably trying to grind out Carabrax, because that was so much fun.
Talk to me.
Like, even its hammer looks sweet. I'll show you that again in a minute, but... Stormclaw, I'm sorry, you look beautiful. You look so beautiful. But... Where's Carabrax? And then there's Shroud. One day I want to have Shroud, because Shroud just... Shroud is basically just, I want to be Eileen the Crow. Also, yeah, the Nizaga stuff looks pretty nice, too. Here we go, Carabrax. Okay. We can make two! We can make two! Okay. I'm thinking chest and head. Because they look silly. Shit! We can't make two because it requires more chitin.
Keep your eyes open.
Okay, well, we have the head. That one, yes. Does it match? I feel like it matches. Oh, it's so pretty. So not gonna lie, I think I kind of want to just try and do Carabrax hunts. Because that was really fun. But... I don't... Do I have enough? I do. So I'm just going to set up a pursuit for Carabrax, but... Let's see if... Well... Okay, let's see if we can find this Hellion. Because I'm hoping we can find, like, we can find a Hellion and just do this one, just to try it out. But I get the feeling that people don't love fighting Hellions. I just don't know, though. Because if they are what I think they are, which is similar to Pangars, then people like fighting Pangars, but maybe something about Hellions makes them less fun? I just don't know. I just don't actually know. Okay, I don't want to do this thing. So the issue here is that this is a weird, not quite patrol, not quite hunt, not quite pursuit. So I'm just going to set it to do patrols, and if we get a Hellion, we get a Hellion. That's what I'm going to say. I'm hoping to get more Carabrax, because that was just fun. So good. So good. And I want to make a full set of the Carabrax armor. And I feel like I'm adding an extra R to that name, but still. It was just so good. Also, that's not Shroud armor. What is that? Is that Pangar? No, that's not Pangar. Oh, that's Rezakiri armor, I think. That's... It has wings. I want it. I might have a thing about insect armor. Just a tiny one. There's also now a dog underneath me. Can't get the cat to actually, like, stay near the desk, but the dog will sleep under the desk. Oh god, we've got a Pangar. I don't know what Pangars are weak to. I think they're weak to fire? They're weak to fire, right? Yeah, because they're ice-based. Well, I've got electricity. Hopefully this will go decently. I didn't use any healing potions on that fight, did I? Yeah, so she's got full Carabrax armor with a, what is that, a Hell Cutter? Or a Hell Hammer? Hell Crusher. He's got Storm Hammer, Storm Gear, Storm Boots. Oh, weird! The Storm Helm is actually weaker at a base level than the Karabrak Helm. That's cool. So this guy... Oh, okay, so this guy's about the same as me. He's wearing all Rage Tail stuff with Ember Blades. Ember Blades are nice. I kind of wish you could see what people's lanterns are and how... So the issue is we can't actually see if he scaled up his gear at all. We just see their base stats. So, that's a bit annoying. But still. Hopefully the Stormhammer is going to be okay. Oh, good, I even remembered the name. The worst part is that the only reason I can remember Stormhammer is because in Warhammer 40k, there's a thing called a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield, and I could never remember what they were, so I just went Stormhammer. Because, yeah. Of course, those are also carried around by Terminators who can have, like, shoulder-mounted weapons, so... it just makes me wish... There was a game that I played a little bit on stream, but one started out really poorly optimized. And now just doesn't really have a big play scene. Called, I think it's Deathwing, or Space Hulk Deathwing. The issue is that there are 2 different organizations in Warhammer 40,000 that have a legitimate reason to be on a Space Hulk, which I can explain in a bit, but that have a legitimate reason to be on a Space Hulk killing aliens. The Death Watch, which is a sort of like pseudo-chapter that's seconded to the Ordo Xenos of Inquisitors, who are Space Marines that temporarily leave their home chapter to work for the Inquisition as their, God, there's a term for it. My brain wants to say Ordo Militarum, but I think that's wrong. It's something Militarum. Oh, Chamber Militarum. And the Death Wing, who are the first company, I believe, of the Dark Angels, which, traditionally in most Space Marine chapters, they allow their first chapters to use Terminator armor. The Death Wing is weird in that the entire company only exclusively uses Terminator armor. Terminator armor is much bigger, bulkier version of the Space Marine armor that's even more impenetrable. Can have larger weapon systems, usually like mounted onto it instead of being carried by the Space Marine. And in some cases also has shoulder-mounted weapons as a secondary thing. And they both have legitimate reasons to go into... Oh shit, there it is. Into a Space Hulk and kill aliens. Both of those reasons mostly just being because they're Space Marines and that's kind of what they do. But Space Hulks tend to always be populated with aliens because it's an easy way for aliens without easy access to space travel to get around. And Space Hulks tend to be made up of incredibly ancient ships that usually have some significance to Space Marines, especially older chapters like the Dark Angels. So they would have a reason to try and get onto a Space Hulk specifically. And Space Hulks are awful, awful hellscapes, so you would want to send your entire company armed with Terminator armor. Damn, he's big. It's like an angry T-Rex with a larger tail. Like, this is probably actually a little bit more accurate for, like, a Allosaurus size. Nah, it's not... It's a little bit too big for an Allosaurus, right? But it's too small to be a T-Rex. Ha! Stunned him! Suck it! Ha-ha! Fear the power of the hammer! Yeah, so Deathwatch, I remember. It's a Deathwing that I can't remember if they're first chapter or not. So the issue is that the Dark Angels have a whole bunch of, they don't follow the Codex Astartes, which is the basic layout for how chapters are supposed to set up their companies and such. And their their first, second, and third companies are all weird. Like, their second company, I believe, is the Raven Wing, which is they make extreme use of jet bikes and other anti-grav stuff, which are largely unused in the Imperium of Man, just because they have weird stuff about technology. So most of their tech, even though they have anti-grav, is usually going to be stuff like treaded tanks and cars. And weirdly enough, they actually use more anti-grav for civilian use than for military use. They also just don't seem to trust anti-grav quite as much. That was a Frosty Tooth and a Pengar hide. Because more Xenos breeds tend to use... Ow, shit, I thought it was going right, not forward. Tend to use anti-grav. So they generally... especially the, like, Imperial Guard, who are just random poor idiots living in the, living around the Imperium that gets sort of drafted, are much less likely to trust anti-grav because they've been trained for their entire lives to hate anything Xenos tech. So, like, the Tau use anti-grav ships almost exclusively. The Eldar use anti-grav almost exclusively. I just realized I'm focusing on a part that we've already broken. Oh, you poor thing. Your model is not loading quite properly. So, its ice is extending around its body. Oh my god, it just launched some! Ow! Okay, I deserved that. I just got shot at... Not even shot, just smacked out of the air by its goddamn tail. That was beautiful! But yeah, so, Space Hulks, like I was saying, are basically amalgamations of starships that either got lost or abandoned or left behind, either in real space or in the warp. And they crash into each other in the warp, which is basically a realm made entirely out of energy and emotion that in 40k lore they use as their faster-than-light travel. But the ships either, like, slip into the warp or are left in the warp, and they end up crashing into each other in the warp and melding together, not, like, seamlessly, but into an awful, terrifying, formless mass. And those masses become known as Space Hulks. They usually get a designation. And they become known as sort of like a terrifying threat that will just sort of show up. Oh my god, can you break the tail off? Because they can just accidentally slip back into the warp and then pop back out somewhere else years, decades, or centuries later. Because the warp is also weird and time doesn't work right there. But they end up getting used by a lot of Xenos breeds, because if they don't have space travel, or if they want to just send out agents to sow pure chaos, they can set them up on a Space Hulk and just kind of let them go. Especially if they don't need to, like, eat or anything like that. Yeah, they can get so big that they can develop their own atmosphere. But, like, they did a sort of... It wasn't even like a... Well, it was sort of a game. Games Workshop did a, like, secondary product called Space Hulk, which was essentially a... God damn it. A board game where the entire point is that you're going through as... I believe a Terminator squad from the Blood Angels. To clear out a specific Space Hulk that is infested with Gene Stealers. Because Gene Stealers are one of the two things that the Tyranids sort of use as spies. Or as early... Not even like reconnaissance, but as early... damn it! Like as vanguards, that's the word I'm looking for. They they let Tyranids land on a world, or not Tyranids, Gene Stealers land on a world in some way. They have a basically xenomorph ability to impregnate other creatures and slowly create these awful Gene Stealer hybrids that all are psychically conditioned from birth to treat whatever the original Gene Stealer lord was as their, like, religious leader. So you get these Gene Stealer cults that appear on planets that need to be put down because they are awful and terrifying, and once they get big enough, can actually summon a Tyranid swarm to eat the entire planet, or at least all the organic matter on the planet. We really need to take off that tail. Oh, shit! God damn it! Just gotta revive these guys. Hang on, I'm gonna take one of my healing elixirs. Oh, what the hell? He went through the tree. Nice! Good job on tier 3, man. So, one of the things is Tyranid will drop Gene Stealers on a, holy shit, it's got even more armor now. We'll drop Gene Stealers on a Space Hulk, let the Space Hulk go wherever the hell it will, and then it'll just show up somewhere and ruin an entire planet's day, because if the Gene Stealers get off of it, they will land on the planet and entirely start a cult. The cult will get big enough eventually, unless an Inquisitor manages to show up to put it down, to summon a Tyranid swarm, and then the Tyranid swarm will eat every piece of biologic matter on the entire planet. Like, they drain the atmosphere. When a Tyranid swarm is done, the only thing left on a planet is bare rock. Maybe a molten core if you're lucky. God, this Pangar hits hard. I'm not even sure if we can take off the tail now that I'm, like, seeing this fight go. I like that he's got two sort of rage states, though. He's got the, like, entirely cover in ice, and now he's got this one that's a little bit more like the Nasher, that's just sort of way more mobile and rolly. It's just cool. I'm very much enjoying this. I don't think we're going to win this, but I'm enjoying it. That's sort of the issue with the current system, I think, is that if you get part breaks, but don't win, you don't actually get to keep any of your stuff. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to move the camera down there, just so I'm not covering the health bars, and so that I am covering the chat, just because sometimes the chat can be a bit not great. There we go. Okay. Thankfully, dude whose name I can't pronounce is really fucking good at this, apparently. Even if he is wearing armor that's probably not helping him too much here. Ooh, and then he died. Nope, don't do it, because that fucker already left. Damn, that sucks. Dude just asked in chat, I've got a team revive, you think we can kill it? And we probably might have had a chance if one of them hadn't just bailed as soon as we lost. Like, the best part is that it's not easy to bail, you have to sign out to leave. There's no just, like, leave this hunt. Damn it, I think I'm gonna get Monster Hunter, aren't I? Sorry, my brain is jumping to every, like, which way. I'm sorry, did I just see a thing about people in WWE shouting delete, including someone in the ring? Oh, no, that's TNA. Okay. So, for anyone who has no idea what the hell I'm talking about right now, so the WWE very, well, actually not all that recently now. I guess it was a few days, or, no, God, it was back in January? No, God, it was back in 2017, like late 2017. The WWE brought back two of their older competitors. The Hardy Brothers. Matt and I'm forgetting the other one. Just the Hardys. Who for a very long time had actually been with TNA. which is a... Oh my god, what gear are you wearing? Oh, he's wearing a storm helm and a bunch of Deadeye gear. That's pretty sweet. And then he just left me. Okay, fine. They had been with... I'm forgetting the name. TNA, which is one of the, like, larger independent... What the hell? Why is this not working? One of the larger independent wrestling organizations. And part of their deal with working with TNA was basically that they got complete creative control. What? Hang on, what? I appear to be logged out of, or blocked out of my bank account. That seems bad. They got complete creative control over everything that they did and owned the rights to everything that they did while they were with TNA, which didn't sit well with recent new TNA management, because new TNA management wasn't very good. Weird, I thought I saw the cat there for a second. So... they did a thing where Matt Hardy went nuts. Just actually went completely insane. Yes, you're back. He actually just went completely insane and became broken Matt Hardy. Basically, his gimmick was that he just snapped. His gimmick before then was basically just that he was obsessed with money and that he was actually like a halfway decent wrestler and liked money, so he kept doing like prize fights and stuff. And I think he lost to his brother, lost the title to his brother or something. And the gimmick that they started rolling with was this broken Matt Hardy, who, the way they brought this across was basically just that, one, he already had sort of like slightly weird hair, but he, like, grew it out. He didn't control it anymore. He let it do like crazy Ludwig Beethoven hair, but with a, like, it was all black, but with like crazy white streaks and things through it. And he then started like referring to his brother as Brother Nero, which wasn't his name or anything even close to his name, and started talking about how he needed to delete him from existence. This, I don't know exactly how long this went on for, but it went on for a while, and eventually culminated in two different special, like, events. The first one, I can't remember the name of, but it was the, like, something... it was, like, super something deletion. The second one was the last one and was called The Final Deletion. They involved things like... oh god. Like, a drone that Broken Matt Hardy had decided to name Vanguard 1, flying into a wrestling match taking place on just the Hardy brothers' backyard, which Matt Hardy had seemingly contracted his gardener to turn into a weird, strange wrestling arena. His gardener, who did not seem to understand that he was being filmed and was, like, on camera, and was just like, what is going on here? And didn't seem to speak great English. But this drone, named Vanguard 1, broke a pin just in the Hardy's backyard. It involved the other Hardy, whose name I can't fucking remember to save my life, firing Roman candles at Broken Matt Hardy. To which he screamed, "It's a dilapidated boat!" barely on mic, while running towards a partially sunk boat in his backyard. No, really. Named Skarsgård. I can't make this up. Like, if you have any desire to see a funny, like, weird wrestling thing, just look up The Final Deletion. It's all on YouTube, because TNA put it all on YouTube. But after they did that, the new management for TNA basically went, so we are not okay with you all having creative control over your own stuff, so we're going to terminate your contract. And they went, okay, well, that's our thing, so we're going to just go do that somewhere else. And the new owners of TNA responded as one would think they would, considering they had decided that they owned this bit. Went, no, you're not. So, the Hardy Brothers' decision was to go to, one, every independent wrestling organization they could, in what they, I don't remember exactly what they called it, but it was like their quest for gold, or quest for glory, or something like that, and basically went to every independent wrestling thing they could to win every single title they could, while they also tried to find a wrestling organization large enough that it would defend their claim that they own the broken Matt Hardy gimmick in court. And eventually, I think they thought they had one with a wrestling promotion whose name I can't remember, who ended up deciding that it wasn't worth it. So then they ended up going with, coming back to the WWE and going, hey, how would you like to see if you could have us back, and we could try and do the broken gimmick to some level? And WWE basically seems to have gone, yes! And had them come in at WrestleMania and win the fucking titles, the tag team titles, in actually a pretty decent way. I don't remember who was competing in the actual who was actually competing for the tag team, but they had the New Day, who are one of the best parts of wrestling. They describe themselves as wanting to be the most memeable group in wrestling. They were the hosts of WrestleMania, and they came down to the ramp in their ring gear, and were basically telling whoever was in the ring, because I can't remember to save my life. I think it was The Bar and someone else who I don't remember, and I probably should feel bad about that. No! New Day rocks! What's wrong with you, Damasu? And... hang on. And they came out in their ring gear, basically going like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, please reset access. They came down in their ring gear, basically going, well, there's a tag team that isn't in this match, or that is in this match and isn't in the ring. And we're sort of like hinting, making it seem like it was them. And when they just didn't actually come down to the ring, I think it was the Hardy's music actually, like, hit, and, ooh, shit, that was close. Nope, it hit me. And as soon as the music hit, Matsu, why are you saying that? And the entire crowd, because it's WrestleMania, so they're all a whole bunch of, smarks who know the Hardys and had heard the rumors that the Hardys were going to be coming back to WWE and have seen the final deletion because it's fucking stupid and wonderful, started just shouting the chant of, delete! Delete! And that's just beautiful to me. So now, why are you saying New Day sucks? Ow! Okay, that was close. I feel like we're missing someone still. It's also weird because he doesn't have any legs to break, so it feels like I have to focus a lot harder if I want to stagger him. Ooh, shit, that was close. Damn it! Okay. Is it because you're just trying to get me to say New Day rocks louder, or do you actually have a legitimate grievance with New Day? No, no! No bugs! Don't want bugs! Bugs are bad! Oh, he got stuck. Okay. Someone get these fucking bugs off me! I still don't know how to get these fucking bugs off! I think the Hardys actually still have the tag team titles right now, but I don't actually pay super close attention to wrestling until a Sidewalk Slam comes out. Ow! Okay, that hurt. Let's take a healing potion real quick. That probably was a waste, but whatever. Bring it. Bring it, you bastard! Bring it! Ow! Okay, that hurt. Oh, shit. Damn it! Yeah. However, I still think my favorite tag team in the past little while is still, Breezango. So, Breezango ended up as a tag team in the weirdest goddamn way. This is Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I don't actually remember what Tyler Breeze's gimmick was. Besides that he was just like a kind of weird, flippy, jumpy heel. Fandango's whole thing was kind of dumb because it was just, he's a flamenco dancer. That was his entire gimmick. Which was kind of stupid, but whatever. And the reason they ended up as a tag team is because Goldust and R-Truth, who are some of the weirdest wrestlers in WWE right now, were having months of these vignettes where Goldust was trying to convince R-Truth that they should be tag team partners. No explanation for why, just Goldust was convinced that they should be tag team partners and it would be amazing. And it was a bunch of very silly vignettes about how Goldust was trying to convince R-Truth of this. And all of them were silly and goofy and very, very dumb. And eventually, they ended up getting into a fight with each other about it. Where they decided to get into... Each one of them ended up in their own separate tag teams. Where... I don't remember which one of them teamed up with Tyler Breeze and which one teamed up with Fandango, but they basically wrote these two poor guys into their insane, weird quarrel. And at some point, the two of them just got so annoyed at Goldust and R-Truth that they started, instead of, like, acting like a tag team, they started smacking, or, they started beating up their own tag team partners. And after a while, they just decided that they liked working together. And became an actual tag team. And they didn't really do anything with them for a while. It was just like, yeah, no, they're a tag team that hangs around, and that was, for a while, they weren't doing anything with any of the tag teams, because they were just kind of bad like that. Damn it! I wanted to hit him in the head. And eventually they, sometime before WrestleMania, they ended up with this weird gimmick where they were doing the Fashion Files because they were the fashion police. They even got, like, before their bits, they would get this, like, goofy announcement thing that was, like, Law & Order SVU style. That was, like, in the WWE universe. Fashion crimes are considered especially gruesome, and the brave men who investigated are the fashion police, and they did, like, different versions of it because they would do different themes. And the bit ended up basically just being that, Tyler Breeze would go undercover as something weird, like, at one point, a janitor, a particularly ugly janitor, or a particularly ugly, not very passable woman, or I don't remember any of the other ones. But they were trying to uncover hidden fashion crimes. What are they specifically targeting as being, like, really bad about them? Oh, I can't remember. But that was still just one of my favorite bits. Unfortunately, I think one of my favorite tag teams has actually been split up because one of them doesn't work for the WWE anymore. Apparently partially because they may or may not have been kind of shitty. this is not Enzo and Cass, because that's a whole other bag of worms. I mean, there was a team, I don't know how they managed to keep this gimmick, called the Vaudevillains. Hang on, really quickly, I'm doing bank things, because if I don't now, I will forget. Which is to say, their entire thing was just that they were 1920s, like, strawmen. Or strong men. Sorry, not straw men. That's entirely different. Well, that's a pretty obvious one. Has been sent to the permit. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Like, they were just 1920s strong men. It was like, when men were men, and it was really silly and goofy, and, I mean, their ring gear actually looked really stupid, but the whole gimmick was just really funny, and it was good, and it was, Simon Gotch and Aiden English, and I don't remember which one got let go for possibly being kind of an ass, but also because he may or may not have just asked to be let go. But, the one who's still around, I don't remember who he's... Actually, I don't know what he's doing now at all. But, I know for a while he was having a weird bit where he's actually a professionally trained singer, so he was coming out and doing weird singing stuff in rings. What are you doing, dogs? Come here. And the one that I'm not talking about is, well, that I wasn't talking about, is Enzo and Cass, who... So, personally, I didn't really like them that much. But they were a team of sort of heels, sort of face. They were like the whole... They do kind of dickish things, but they're gonna get cheered, so we'll make them sort of a face in the same way that The Rock was a face, where he does kind of childish, dickish things, but the crowd is gonna cheer for him anyway. So might as well make them, like, the good guys in terms of story framing. But, one, they kept getting these really fucking weird stories that were mostly about Enzo ending up in adulterous situations that were just not okay. And then also turning out that, I think it was early, or late last month, it came out that Enzo had been under investigation for 4 months for possible sexual assault. And just, like... So, I believe he's actually been let go. I don't remember if he's been let go or if he was fired or if it was just a, like... Ultimately, it's more of a, you didn't tell your fucking bosses that you are traveling around the country and out of the country while being investigated for a crime that you may or may not have done while on this, like, endless tour that is the WWE. That's... Even if you're entirely innocent, that's not good, man. But basically this tag team was Enzo, who was this short, not even short, just, like, kind of scrawny guy, from, like, thick Brooklyn-ish accent, whose entire thing was just, like, he's the mouthpiece for this tag team. And then you've got Big Cass, who's just this big, muscly guy. And for a while they were running this sort of storyline that obviously Enzo's the weak link in this, team, which, yeah, kind of. But he can talk, and that is actually pretty important in wrestling. Like, if you can't talk, then you can't get over. They just did the weirdest fucking storylines, like someone's wife, trying to convince Enzo that she's decided to leave her husband to just entirely unrelated, but now also wants to be with him, and then when he goes to, like, follow through with that in her hotel room, her husband is waiting there to beat the living shit out of him. And, it's just so fucking weird. I mean, it even goes back to, like, they used to have a really good tag team finisher, where Big Cass would literally pick up Enzo and throw him. And it was called and I can't say this properly because you have to say it with an awful Brooklyn accent, but it was just called the Rocket Launcher. And then for some reason, one, they stopped doing it, and when they did do it, they changed the name to the Bada Boom Chakalaka. I don't fucking know why. Ow, okay, so... because they WB basically wrote them into a hole and then let them violate some... I don't know what their current storyline is, so... I mean... part of what made the New Day really good was actually just that creative seemed to let them get away with a lot more stuff, just because they seemed to... like, they were saddled with the fucking worst gimmick! Like, the New Day were founded because creative basically went, we've got these 3 black guys. We have nothing to do with them. But they're like good wrestlers, and some of them are really, really good talkers. So let's put them in a tag team and give them the gimmick of you're like born again, sort of Christian, like, choir guys. That's where it was the New Day. And they took this gimmick and basically went, no, we're gonna not be like Christian, we're just gonna be power of positivity. And basically just, oh my god, why does it have, okay, it's got extra razor things now, that's terrifying. So they just rolled with it and were like, yep, okay, we're gonna be super power of positivity, like, everything may not be good now, but it's, like, we're the New Day is awesome, we can do anything. And still sort of, like, slightly dickish, because they're in, the modern era, which means everyone has to be slightly dickish. But, yeah, I don't know about their current storyline, but yeah, their whole thing is that the New Day never specifically, well, they don't often specifically cheat, but they have cheated before. Man, you've got legs that we need to break. Ow, shit. Ow, okay. Oh, sorry, Cosmo. Didn't realize you were down there. But, I mean, they also got, in a weird way, the New Day got kind of pushed because, WWE is fucking spiteful. And Demolition was a much older tag team, don't know a whole heck of a lot about them personally, but they held the record for the longest reigning tag team champs. And Demolition is part of a something like 40-man lawsuit against the WWE right now for concussion-related stuff. And the WWE is insanely petty. So because Demolition is part of this lawsuit, the WWE kind of pushed the New Day, because it was clear that the New Day were good and were, like, popular. So they pushed the New Day and let them break the tag team champion records. Shit, shit, shit. And they, so they kept, for, I don't remember how long the title reign was, but it was pretty long, and when they got near the end of it, they started going, okay, they have this many days left to prove that they're, or to maintain the championship to stay the tag team champions. And after you remembered, like, oh, right, Demolition, it became clear, like, okay, so they're definitely going to be the tag team champions right up until that day. And I think they lost it, like, the pay-per-view immediately after they won the record. So anyway, what is it? As the tag team champions, the New Day defends the title under the Freebird rule, with all 3 members being recognized as champions. Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with the Freebird rule? Like, the Freebird rule also applied to, like, Spirit Squad. Oh, I didn't realize it was their second reign. That's even better. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, 483 days. But yeah, they're a 3-member tag team, and they were able to basically stay a tag team under the Freebird rule, which allows any tag team of more than 2 members to have... basically, they are allowed to select 2 members for a given match, but seeing as it's wrestling, the third, or however many that aren't actually in the match, are still going to be outside the ring fucking with people, so... But yeah, like, the Freebirds had, what, 4 or 5 members? And then there was the fucking Spirit Squad that I believe is where Dolph Ziggler came from, where they had, what, like, at one point, 10 people on Spirit Squad? Spirit Squad was dumb. And then there was, like, stuff like, well, I guess this was sort of a mixed tag with, Tyler Funk and the Funkadactyls. God, I forgot. This poor guy. I mean, yes, but that's fine. Tommaso, that's fine. Like, the Freebird rule was already an established thing. There's no reason to just ignore it. There's plenty of other legitimate rules that they also ignore. Or, oh god, when was it that they basically just reenacted the fucking Montreal Screwjob on, I want to say it was... It wasn't a major pay-per-view in 2017? I want to say it was in 2016. They just straight up reenacted the Montreal Screwjob because they had... Oh, what was the name? It was, the only thing I can remember about the match is that it got referred to as a old man at ringside match. Holy shit, a radiant attunement cell. That's new. Because it was Charlotte Flair versus someone who had some sort of relation to the Hart family, and I don't remember what it was. But yeah, the New Day are pretty much always going to be that sort of, like, slightly dickish, slightly heelish face. So they do cheat. That's just a thing that they do. They don't do it often or as flagrantly and, like, assholey as other people do, but they do cheat.
A fine day to you.
So it makes sense that they retconned that in a way. I mean, it's still better than what they did with fucking Shane jumping off of the Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania in 2016, and jumping off of the cell, barely missing, losing the match, and then somehow still getting all of the things that he actually that he was competing to get, just so that it wasn't Vince's creation losing. That I consider... That or the Montreal Screwjob recreation, I consider slightly bigger things than retconning they're using the Freebird rule. Because yeah, it's dumb. I agree, it's dumb that they didn't just say it ahead of time, but I think part of that is also just they didn't expect New Day to get anywhere near as over as they are. Because honestly, they got saddled with a really, really shitty gimmick that should not have worked. Like, it just shouldn't have worked at all. But by some sort of miracle it did. I should make more potions before I forget. Let's see here. I need refined healing potion.
You'll be glad to stop by.
At Extreme Rules on April 26th, New Day defeated Tyson Kidd and Cesaro to capture the WWE Tag Team Champions Big E and Kingston. For participants match, the WWE recognized Woods as the champion under the Freebird rule, in which any... Well, yeah, that's not cheating. Yeah, I agree, it was poorly thought out, and if they had expected the... Honestly, when they entered the New Day into the title picture, they should have started bringing up the Freebird rule, and I think that's why for a while the New Day themselves brought up the Freebird rule a lot, but wrestling rules also for the WWE make zero sense and get made up on a case-by-case basis. Like, they sell a rule book right now. It's not a rule book. It's basically just a weird, shitty joke book. Let's see if we can finally fight a goddamn Hellion. We probably can't, but we're gonna try. Oh, wow, we found an immediate game. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. But yeah, I think... Yes, that was a stupid decision. Oh, I haven't fought this one before. I need to switch weapons? Nah, I'll be fine. I should switch weapon. No, because this is still better, even if it's weak. But yeah, they should have... now, even the very second that they even thought about putting the New Day in the title picture, that should have been something that they were harping on about. But they didn't, which is just stupid. Yes, I'm giving you the temporary password, you bastard. Which is not working. Yeah, that was... Well, part of that is also just that backstage, apparently Vince doesn't like managers. Which I don't understand, because a good manager really can do a lot for a wrestler. Like, honestly, Brock Lesnar would be fucking useless and kinda shitty if he did not have, I've forgotten his manager's name. Oh god. Oh god. Paul, what's his first name? What's his last name? It starts with a W and I can't remember. Oh my god. But Brock Lesnar would not be good if he didn't have, Paul Heyman. Why did I think W? Thank you. Yeah, Brock Lesnar would not be good without Paul Heyman. Admittedly, Brock Lesnar was also not good for a while because they only let him do goddamn suplexes and nothing else, because Paul Heyman coined Suplex City, bitch, but... But still, like, Brock Lesnar as a part-timer is just like, oh god, oh goodbye, is just a big terrifying monster man. That's not, like, good. Oh god, I forgot that is he champion again? Because they did this fucking shitty thing throughout 2017 where Brock Lesnar's a part-timer, which, one, means he doesn't get tested for performance-enhancing drugs, and two, means he's usually not on the daily, like, the weekly shows, Raw or SmackDown. So for some fucking reason, they put the title on him. So they just, for some reason, especially Raw, has to, I don't know why, focus all of their goddamn stories around the titles. So when one of the titles isn't there a quarter of the time and only shows up for pay-per-views, you can't set up any storylines for it. So their response was, well, let's have him feud with a different part-timer, who some of you may have heard of. Goldberg! A guy from WCW whose claim to fame was that he never goddamn lost. So they started having Brock Lesnar, the unstoppable beast man of WWE, who for some reason was wearing the title, go up against Goldberg, whose entire gimmick is that he has never lost. And you know what? He didn't lose! So for like 3 pay-per-views, we just kept having these two fight each other. And all of the matches were not good matches because they're both, at least in especially Goldberg's case, kind of old, broken men. I'm saying that's Goldberg's whole gimmick, is that he didn't lose. But yeah. Oh, this thing is very strange. Because it's not big. Ooh, okay, that seems bad. Okay, that hurt a lot. And to be fair, I actually do not know of Goldberg's losing instinct, so that would be entirely on me. I'm sorry. Because all of my knowledge of wrestling at this point comes from relatively modern WWE and anything that people are willing to call back and explain to me. Like, the Montreal Screwjob I actually went up and looked up myself, but that's about it. This looks like an insanely terrifying fight. I don't know how this works. What the shit is this? Shit, okay. This seems quite bad. Upside, at least it's smaller, so it's easier to dodge? Admittedly, it's also covered the entire area in, electricity. And awful electro spines. Holy shit! Yeah, the issue is that the electricity stops me from using items, so I can't heal? Also, he's not taking any stun damage. Is that because I'm using an electric weapon? At Starcade, Goldberg's undefeated streak ended at an official count of 173-0-4-30, and after 174 days as champion, he lost the run to Kevin Nash after Scott Hall, disguised as a ringside security guard, made a run in and shocked Goldberg with a taser gun. Jesus. There we go, stunned the fucker, and then I got hit with electricity and died. Yeah, it's an electric quill shot, but it's also smaller and a bit weirder to figure out. Because it's doing, ow, some weird attacks. Ow, okay, and then I got downed again. Okay. So wait, was Goldberg, like, not aware of it in the same way that it was for the Screwjob? Yeah, fighting in this cramped area seems like a real bad idea. Yeah, there we go. Drag the awful lizard thing out. I will say, this thing does have some cool looking gear attached to it. God damn it. My neighbor's listening got me insane. Bill said he knew or didn't. Oh, he never said. Okay. This fight seems absolutely insane. Also, like, these orbs really don't like me today. There we go, now I can heal. So it's not like Bret Hart actually just going, no, I had no fucking idea. Fuck off. I would love to revive our friend then, but it won't work if this guy won't let me! Ow, how? I went... Well, that's the one good thing. At least he's not doing electric shock, or, the spines out of his thing. Come on. Damn it. I was really hoping he'd go a different direction. Yeah, this is difficult. I think he should have known better too, but I think he was also just hoping that Vince would not be shitty. But, Jesus, okay, nope. This is not gonna go well. God damn it, it doesn't want to fucking break! Goodbye. But yeah, I would agree that Brett probably should have done that. Oh shit, we're alive. Okay, fine. No! How? God damn it, I shouldn't have cleared that. Kind of annoyed now. Yeah, let's continue with Florian's mission. Yeah, I'm definitely not ready for this one. No, he didn't want to take the title with him. He said, let me drop the title the next night on Raw. He didn't want to take the title with him. Vince was convinced that he would. I don't know why Vince thought he would. They were afraid because, a woman had done it some amount of time before. And had done something shitty with it. But I don't remember. I think it was, like, went to WCW. I don't remember for sure. This is not actually letting me use this temporary password. God damn it. There we go. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't die here, because I actually can't do anything else now. No, you should not save that password ever. At least we've still got 2 people alive. I feel really useless having brought an electric weapon in here, because it seems like it was not doing anything much, honestly. Oops, shit, that was wrong. I just came up with a new password and then immediately typed it in wrong. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, 1 person left. That one. Okay, there we go. I actually just was trying to check my bank balance because I honestly couldn't recall what it was and when I got paid. I think I get paid on Friday. I think I get paid this Friday. Or I may have gotten paid last Friday. Me and Time are not friends this week. Because I don't have to work this week, so I don't remember what days are, or how they work, or anything of that sort. Sweet, I got paid not this most recent Friday, but the one before that, so I get paid this Friday. Ah, glorious. Which is good, because I may or may not have dropped, like, $200-ish because of the cat this weekend. Because, like, cat box. So we didn't get a traditional cat box. Cat tree. Cat food actually wasn't that expensive. I think that was pretty much it. I gotta ask, Damasu, are you up on current wrestling, and have they done anything with Bray Wyatt? Because damn it! That is the most under-fucking used... Actually, no. Sorry. Bray Wyatt, and to a lesser extent, Finn Balor. Because, fucker... God damn it. So, Was it WrestleMania? I don't think it was WrestleMania. I think it was SummerSlam of 2016? Finn Balor has who did he have a match with? I don't actually remember who Finn Balor had a match. I feel like it was with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins had the... Oh, okay. I feel like it was Seth Rollins had the... Universal... I think he had the Raw version of the #1 title at the time. Which I think means it was Seth Rollins held the Universal title and Finn Balor was competing for it. And they put on something like a 20-minute, like, fucking amazing match, because Finn Balor has this thing where he comes out as the Demon King, because Finn Balor is literally a demon from Irish mythology, and he comes out dressed as that specific demon. And he fights in a very different style and has a very different entrance for this whole thing. And he comes... Oh, right, that's our pursuit. It's like, why do we have a pursuit here? So he comes out, does, like, a fucking amazing match. With something like 5 minutes left in the match, he blows out his shoulder, forces it back in, and keeps going. Hang on, what the hell is he using for his weapon? That's a Rezakiri weapon. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, he's got Rezakiri armor. Okay. Pops his arm back in and finishes the match and wins. And then the next night on Raw has to concede the title because he's actually really screwed up his shoulder, and they don't think he'll be back for like 8 months. And then he comes back after 8 months to an amazing pop. Like, it's like, holy shit, he's back, it's awesome! And then he kind of didn't do anything. Like, they had him feud... Like, the last thing I remember is he feuded with Bray Wyatt after Bray Wyatt had his entirely stupid, backwards-ass feud with Randy Orton that ended in a way that made no fucking sense. That also ended with... that ended and then, for some reason, came back with, no, goddammit, the game crashed again. So, long story short, Bray Wyatt is he's an Appalachian swamp wizard. Like, there's no better way to put it than that. He is a, like, cult of personality, amazingly impressive, like, mentally, but not physically in any way, like, cult leader. His whole shtick is basically convincing people to join him, and for a long time he had this, like, the Wyatt family, which were all of these people who worked for him. Yeah, on February 12th episode of Raw, oh, I guess it wasn't SummerSlam then, Balor would compete in a fatal 5-way for the final spot in the chamber against Bray Wyatt, Apollo Crews, Matt Hardy, and Seth... What the fuck match is this? Balor and Rollins would win the match after they pinned Wyatt at the same time, where General Manager Kurt Angle would announce the following Raw that Balor and Rollins would be part of the chamber match with the... Oh, this is Elimination Chamber. Okay. This is... I'm thinking of... I want to say it was SummerSlam 2016. But I'm not 100% sure. But... So, Bray Wyatt, basically Appalachian Swamp Wizard, takes over people's brains and makes them join his creepy cult called the Wyatt family. He's got a couple of enforcers. The issue is that they had a sort of running, rotating issue where they would keep getting injured and have to be out, so he would only have like 1 or 2 of them around. And Randy Orton was gone from the WWE for a while and came back in early 2017, I believe. And ended up sort of feuding with the Wyatts, and then after not doing too well against them, ended up sort of like joining them and doing some stuff that he later claims was just like, no, I was totally just acting the part and pretending to be a servant of the Wyatts. Meanwhile, in one scene, his eyes glow purple with a really bad after effect with the rest of the Wyatts because Bray is a swamp wizard again. And somehow he managed to fake that, I guess? So, he joins the Wyatts, sort of sows discord among them, and separates Bray from all of his other, like, people that would normally help him. And then ends up in, like, tells Bray that he's, like, broken his control, and goes to basically Bray's house and sets it on fire because it's the resting place of Sister Abigail. Not like Bray's sister, like Nun, which is the weird, evil nun spirit where Bray gets all his power. No, I'm not kidding. And burned it to the ground because he's trying to take away Bray's power. And Bray went there on a different promo and rubbed the ashes on himself and claimed, "You've just made me stronger." And anyone who was following Bray Wyatt was just like, yes! That's fucking amazing! Good! You're doing something with him! Because Bray Wyatt has had this long history of getting these amazing storyline setups and then not following through on them. Like, they start going with they start Bray having some sort of story with, and the Wyatt family having some sort of story with someone else. And it ends up almost always being that, oh, well, we were just having them do something with the Wyatts to fill time because they were supposed to be doing something with this other person who was out on injury or temporarily out for being sick or is a part-timer or something stupid like that. So these stories just get forgotten. Like, at one point, the Wyatt family beat up The Undertaker and Kane, like, the Demon Kane, and took their powers! And then, like, 3 weeks later, not 3 weeks later, like, the next pay-per-view, when The Undertaker and Kane had their own different things, they just had their powers back, and the Wyatts never used them. It was fucking weird. Randy Orton sets fire to Bray's house, claims to have destroyed Sister Abigail that was the source of Bray's power. Bray claims that, nope, somehow that just made me stronger. Sure, totally bought in. You were just, like, relying on a relic, and now you just have the spirit powering you? Sure, that's good, that makes sense. And then they have a really fucking short match. I believe it was at WrestleMania? WrestleMania 2017. And then... what the fuck is... oh, hey, it's a Hellion. What the shit? Okay, this is gonna be difficult. So... oh my god, this is beautiful and looks terrifying. Yeah, so then they have their match, and it's short and kind of shitty, and I almost said Strowman, sorry, that's a different person. Randy Orton just wins, like, kind of like it's not a big deal. And for some reason, he then agrees to a rematch to a House of Horrors match, which is not an established match type in the WWE. And after this match was announced, and in theory booked, the WWE sent out pamphlets to select people, asking them what they would like to see in a House of Horrors match. I don't remember the exact list, but it's stuff like spooky lighting, spiders, strange sound effects. It's all just like, this just sounds like a bad haunted house. Oh god, what are you doing? Why are you doing this again after the WrestleMania match that was supposed to be the end of this fucking feud? And it was bad. It was really bad. because it was basically just Randy Orton shows up to just another generic house, and it's not shot very well because it's shot like a live sports broadcast instead of like a cinematic thing, which it really was, because it wasn't live. Sorry, I'm missing the best part. They open off the match with saying that the match will end in the ring with a pinfall or submission. The match is taking place in a house that Randy Orton has to take a limo to, so it's nowhere near here, or wherever what pay-per-view this was, I don't recall. So, Randy Orton gets out of the limo, wearing slacks, and that's it. Just slacks. Not any... I just don't know. Ow, that hurt. So, he goes into the house, and it's basically just the worst haunted house that you've ever seen in your general neighborhood. 'Cause it's just dumb. There's nothing scary about it. It's a fucking haunted house with like bad lighting effects. Ow! Shit. Okay, not dead. Not dead. We're good. We're good. We're good. And Bray basically. It's not one-sided, but they like beat the snot out of each other for a while, and eventually Bray knocks Randy Orton down and drops a fridge on him. Like, it's very clearly Randy Orton is no longer there, but he drops a fridge where Randy Orton used to be. For some reason, then, Bray Wyatt, who is established in wrestling canon to be able to teleport, gets into Randy's limo and tells the driver, "Take me to the arena." And then there's a whole nother match, because it's gonna take time in canon for him to get back to the fucking arena. So there's just a whole nother match! So then, once that other match finishes... holy shit, that was bad. That was really, really bad. What's his name? Bray Wyatt comes out into the ring, again. Technically already has been established to be able to teleport... Hey, Ribby Rad, welcome to the channel. And starts basically just cutting a promo about how, yep, totally beat Randy Orton, it's all fine now. And, or sorry, no, not cutting a promo, his normal entrance involves this lantern, and when he blows out the lights in the lantern, the lights in the arena also go out temporarily. So he blows out the lights in his lantern, and when the lights come back up, Randy Orton's just standing right behind him, and Randy Orton is famous for the RKO out of nowhere, and for once in a long while, actually just gives him an RKO out of nowhere, and then the match ends. This is why I was asking Tommaso if he knew anything about Bray Wyatt getting any halfway decent stories recently, because his stories always end like that. It's just, damn it, you've made me believe in this literal Appalachian swamp wizard. And now everything went wrong. How did you do this? He's gonna come right up underneath us, isn't he? Yep. Okay, I actually like fighting the Hellion more than I like fighting the, Pangalar? I've already forgotten the name. And mostly just because I think I can actually handle a Hellion a little bit better. Because the issue with the, ow. Ooh, okay, I almost fell off the edge there. The Pangalar is that it hits like a fucking truck. And it does the, like, crazy rolls all the time. Oh god, am I the only one alive? Why am I the only one alive? Focus on me. Focus on me. Shit. Okay, come here. Follow me. God damn it. I'm not gonna be able to do this part then. Ow. Okay. And now it feels like there's something in my nose. Ow. 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 I should have been attacking you this whole time. Shit! Yep. Okay, this is bad. This is very, very bad. This is very, 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 very bad. Oh, shit. Okay. Yep. Oh, good. He's setting... No, he's not setting trees on fire. He accidentally threw some magma on top of that tree. Oh, good. Okay, this is not going to go well anymore. I regret anything I said about this going well. Oh! Well, that's nice! They, however, don't make me immune to getting stomped on by a giant angry lizard. Which, unfortunately, is a little bit more of the issue right now. Okay, wait, I'm immune to fire. It's fine. Woo! She's life. That didn't work anywhere near as well as I'd hoped. Did you run away? Nope, you're just doing a volcano again. Ow. Ow. Oh, I probably should have brought the ice hammer in here. Admittedly, my ice hammer is tier 3, not tier 4, whatever. Fuck your tail! Nope, nope, nope! Okay, not attacking me. Weird. Let's take a healing elixir real quick. No! Oh, okay, that was dumb. That was very, very dumb. Well, thank you for the tip about the fire orbs making me immune to fire. I would not have guessed that. So we're going to be back in just a minute. Haley just came home, so I'm going to say hi to her real quick, and then we'll be back in probably like 2 minutes max. There we go. Sorry about that. Just wanted to say hello to the wife because she just got home. Now then, let's continue our quest. Oh, wait. We didn't get any Arcanite from that because we didn't kill anything. Let's continue our quest to see if we can fight everything once. Actually, I think we have fought everything once now, haven't we? We haven't won against everything once, but I think we've fought everything at least once now. So, sorry anyone who came in recently. I don't think anyone said anything in chat. But, besides Revy Rad, sorry. For the ranting about wrestling. But I'm not 100% sure how that happened, but I think it's been going for like an hour. Welcome to the stream. Fair warning, this is a variety stream, so if you follow, expect to see very, very different things on any given day. Also, tomorrow is going to be strange, because tomorrow is the end of a 365-day streaming challenge that we've been running. Today is the 364th. So tomorrow, we'll be streaming a lot. And giving away games and other silly things like that. Of course, that also means we don't know exactly what we'll be streaming, because I'll be deciding it on a whim pretty much from the moment I wake up until I decide that I'm done. Because we've been doing this for a year straight, and we've clearly just gone mad at this point. Although, as I've already said to a couple of people, there will be a weird IRL bit of streaming tomorrow, because I have to assemble a cat tree and a computer monitor stand when they arrive.
Two very odd things.
Very odd. And not in any way connected.
Has he used this today?
I don't think he has, no.
Yeah.
I don't... If he could help it, I don't think he's moved from that spot today.
Okay.
Did you try and log into my bank a lot? Okay.
I didn't understand what the T stood for.
The same thing that the T always stands
yeah, but I
for.
put just T instead of the full word.
Well,
Because I'm an idiot.
well, I've had to reset it now, so I'll have to give you a new one.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got. Yeah, sorry about that. I was complaining about Bray Wyatt's story for a while. I mean, tier 1 you just start at to begin with, and no, I do not have a beta key because I am not a partner, so I do not just have keys to give away, sadly. Though I believe they sent out something like 10,000 keys in the past week or so. But yeah, sadly no, I am not a partner, so I do not have any keys to give away. Unfortunately. I have applied, but that requires, you know, an audience and things that I do not have regular evidence of. Sure, let's go with that. But yeah, sorry, you all, I think, came in while I was complaining about bad wrestling storylines, and not when I was talking about the good wrestling storylines. And even then, all of them are at least, like, a year and a bit old anyway, so they've probably mostly been forgotten by, well, at least the story, not the story writers, but probably the management, because Vince seems to have a shorter attention span than he thinks we do, so... Hello, evil goats. I think they've toned down how aggressive the goats are, because I don't think I've been attacked by one in a while. Although I also don't think that they drop anything you need anymore. Because I think you need goats for, like, the... What are they called? I've forgotten the name. The, like, airdrops. But the airdrops aren't the most useful thing all the time, so... I guess they're actually pretty good, but they're too expensive. Like, an airdrop healing potion of value right now is 3 healing potions and a goat ingredient. And that would be fine, but 3 healing potions right now require, like, duskweeds. And duskweeds are less of a pain in the ass to find than sky blossoms, but they're still rare enough that if I'm not consciously out looking for them all the time, which I probably should be anyway, then I can't spare potions to turn into secondary healing items. Like, I get the idea, but... Wait, what is that? Oh, looks like they found whatever it is. Way back over there. I'm so glad there's no falling damage in this game. If they add falling damage, I will die so quickly on probably, like, the first hunt I do after they add it. It will go terribly. Come on, sprint. Sprint, you lazy bugger. Ooh, that... I don't recognize that metal. Oh, it's just iron. Okay. It's just colored darker than I was thinking. Then again, I do pick up copper going, oh, that looks like iron because oxidation, then go, nope, it's just orange, you idiot. Okay, so titanium's sort of purple. That's weird, but okay. Actually, I don't know if I need titanium for... Oh, God, it's a Pangolin. This might be bad. So why did none of you people throw up flares? Screw you and your weird rolly doodles. God, how are you supposed to hit the upper scales consistently? I mean, I assume it's probably by, like, tiring him out and knocking him over, but... Oh, shit! Wait, you can... Okay. I didn't realize we could interrupt him like we can with the Shrikes. Okay. Okay. I'm intrigued. Should probably make an ice hammer after this. Yeah, Scrake is... Scrave is mean now. Ow. Okay, I deserve that. Just got sort of steamrolled there. That was fun. Let's take a healing elixir ahead of time. The Pangolin seems to have way more direct ranged attack than the Hellion does. Shit, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping. Ugh. Yeah, it seems like they've made it easier to do part breaks. Which I don't know about easier, but it seems like it's possible to get more consistent part breaks. Especially on things like the Scrake variant, or Scrave variants. Shrike variants, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh. I should probably switch out to a shield lantern. Because my healing lantern just doesn't seem to heal enough. Oh, okay, that hurt. Okay. Well, I committed to the combo and dealt a lot of damage, and then I almost died. I still want to know if we can break the tail. Because if we can break the tail, that would stop it from doing a lot of these really painful attacks. Okay. Ouch, 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 ouch. I was trying to take a healing, or stamina potion. Ow. Okay, we need to break some of those ice scales before it changes form. No! No! God damn it, I just need one headshot! Give me your head. Come on. No! There we go. Got him. Yeah, and then we broke a leg. And now it's pissed. I totally wasted healing potion. Damn it. Well, I probably didn't waste it. Oh! Okay, now I may have wasted it. Ooh! Got another break. Good job, y'all. That foot went awful places. Wait, what isn't broken? Ow. Besides, I hope the tail. Okay, we need to get him to move, y'all. There we go. Ah, I mean, he was in there when I put the food in there. clearly. Ooh, what knocked him over? Ooh, can we break the arms then? Because it looks like he's got some, like, ether leaking from the arm. Ooh. Let's not do that. Damn it! Okay, that hurt a lot. Yeah, this still, I think, is going to be one of my favorite fights. This is just fun. Yup. And he does the, so he's definitely got to be related to a Nasher, because he does the same, like, escape burrow thing. Okay, hammer's loaded. Take a healing elixir. Just to slowly heal over time on the way there. Should be good. I think this is probably going to be our last hunt for the night, y'all. So if you have enjoyed what you've seen here, please consider giving us a follow, because we will keep doing that. Well, we'll be doing this tomorrow, and we will also be announcing at least our tentative starting schedule for our post-365-day streaming challenge. So far, we're thinking about doing, like, 4 days? Maybe 5. We're still not 100% set on that. Probably gonna start around, like, 10-ish tomorrow, and then just keep going until I feel like we're done. Okay, I'm starting to get the feel for the Pangalar. Ooh, I say as I get almost stomped on. But I'm enjoying this fight. This is actually really fun. I'm still wondering if we can break the tail or not. Ooh, that worked, surprisingly. Let's take my last healing potion. Yeah, so I'm thinking like 10-ish for start. God, how do we break those arms? They're just a little bit too high up to reach easily. There's a crack on the tail. We can break the tail! I want to break the tail. I want to break the tail. I want to break the tail. Okay, let's see if I can revive him without dying. It's good that we've actually been pretty consistent, though. We've managed to keep him from getting his armor up. Ow. Dude. No! Shit, I got rolled over. God damn it. Someone reviving him? Okay, good. Ooh, he's sort of dazed. That's good. Come on, I want your tail. You, sir, are going to give me your fucking tail. No, you're not. Ooh. Yeah. I also feel like the chain blades right now are one of the worst weapons. I think they were a little bit too good before the Sharpen Your Skills update, and right now I think they definitely are too weak. Shit, missed. Like, yeah, you have the bonus of mobility, but I don't feel like there's enough ways to use that right now. I also gotta say, I'm really liking... I don't personally like using it, but I enjoy the place that the Warpike is filling. Yeah! Okay, that makes me happy. I get that it's not the whole tail, because then a bunch of his attacks just wouldn't work, but that was nice. Okay, nope, let's not die right now. I would like to choose life. So can he still do his, like, ranged icicle attack? Well, he can definitely still jump really far. Okay, let's take another stamina potion. Okay, that was kind of a waste of that, all that healing I took. That spear user is fucking consistent. I can't actually tell what was going on there, but it feels like I was doing some good work. Like, the timing he's got to have to actually do that every time is really nice. Meanwhile, I miss every part of my combo. Good job, me. There we go, I got one hit in. Okay, that hurt a bit. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like the mobility... Oh my god. I feel like the mobility could be really sweet, but... they don't make enough use out of it right now? Damn it. Oh, so close. I thought we actually had him on that fight. Oh. Wow, I'm entirely out of healing. Shit. We should let the Chainblade guy take this. Alright. I'm sorry, Damasu. Oh shit, he's found it. I mean, I would say try out some of the other weapons and see if any of them will fit your playstyle, but I know that the chain blades are a very specific playstyle. Oh my god, these tier 4 fights are just so nice. No! Damn it, I missed! Dang it, I'm trying to hit his, like, wee little T-Rex arm there. But he does not like it when you try and do that. I can understand that. Okay, that hurt. I'd like to think that they're aware that the chain blades just don't feel strong right now. And frankly aren't. But I don't know for sure, but I hope they know. Okay, pardon me, I'm just gonna go flying. Whew. Oh! Kinda feel bad that someone took that hit because of me. Yes, they have other issues, but I'm pretty sure they're also aware of that. Oh shit, he got the ice armor, and he's raging. Wonderful. Why are you rezzing me when he's standing on me? God damn it. Oh, okay. I'm okay with a rework, yeah. Like, if they don't feel strong, then I don't think that any sort of balance is going to help them significantly. A fundamental rework would be what my suggestion. I just don't know how they're going to do that. Yeah! That is the first Pangar I've ever killed. That was amazing. It's only the second one that I fought, but still, that was amazing.
They're sniffing each other. Calcifer's sniffing.
Weird, but okay.
He's not a normal.
No. Yeah, I feel like I definitely appreciate a rework versus just trying to balance them against the other ones, because... Yeah. Especially since they're trying to make the big focus on the elemental damage, and the fact that the only way that the chains do the elemental damage is from range. That seems like it would make it even harder to try and balance. I'm kind of okay with the whole don't let them use it as an interrupt for stuff like the charging Scrave, damn it, or Shrike, or for, like the Pangar. But I don't know about some of the other ones. Like, I definitely feel like it should do more damage, but at the same time, yeah, safe damage from range is not a thing that you generally want to have in a Monster Hunter style game. You want it to be a, like, trade-off. And the thing is that the Chain Blades right now also have the mobility, which, again, I don't think they're doing enough with, but it is a thing that they have to take into account. Now then, let me really quickly see if we can make any gear that I care about. And meanwhile, I will go back to considering whether or not I should download Monster Hunter and play that tomorrow as well. Because, damn it. Okay, Pangar Hammer. Can we make a Pangar Hammer? Damn it! Oh, we don't have enough... Archonite. Archerite? Whatever it's called. Damn it. We also didn't... I thought we broke its head. Pretty sure we did, because I always focus the head. Well, that kind of sucks. I suppose we could upgrade our current hammer, I bet. Or not. Because I appear to have... No, because that would also cost 6. Well, we can go make the final piece of our armor set, and... No, we can't, because that would also require 6. It's almost like I'm not good at math. And also I'm missing chitin for it. Oops. Yeah, because I... Oh, I do have the gloves? Why am I not wearing the gloves? I might be dumb. Yeah, I'm just not wearing the gloves. Okay, yeah, I might just actually be stupid. I mean, I could make the Stormclaw set, but... Oh, we could make a Pangar set. The Pangar stuff is cool, but... I think right now we should definitely try and focus on the Carbach, just because it's got a little bit higher total power, and honestly, there's no specific weaknesses or strengths to it, and that feels safer right now, since we won't always know exactly what we're going to go out and fight. Oh, I am wearing the gauntlets, I'm just dumb. Okay. So I guess we'll have to go and fight more Carbachs next time. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed. Please consider giving a follow if you did. You can, well, see us here every day, except that we've been here for every day for a year. So, please come join us tomorrow, because we are going to be streaming all day from about 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Good job, Alfcat. That's why oxygen is not included. Yeah, but Damaso, all of the weapons have huge stamina drains, so that's not a good backup. So yes, please come check it out. We will be streaming from about 10 a.m. Mountain Time until we get done, which, who the hell knows when that will be. We'll also be coming back probably the day after that to do a long stream of the Stellaris Apocalypse expansion, because they're basically adding Doomsday weapons, and why the hell would I not do that? I love Stellaris. Beyond that, we'll be announcing our, like, rough tentative schedule for the future tomorrow. We'll also be giving away games tomorrow. I still have 300 and something humble game keys to give away, so hopefully y'all will enjoy that. And we're going to keep streaming. Just because we're done with the challenge doesn't mean that, well, we're not done yet, but thank you very much for the follow, Majo, I'm going to guess. We will keep streaming. We just won't stream every single day. I mean, to be fair, Damasu, most of those are things where I picked up Humble Bundles and then either realized, oh, I already have this game, or it was things like the Freedom Bundle or the Jingle Jam where there's a whole bunch of game keys, and inevitably a bunch of those are going to be things I already have, and they've been doing Humble Bundles since, what, 2000... When was the first Humble Bundle? Like 2008-ish? That feels too long. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all very much. We'll be back here tomorrow in basically 13 and a half hours. So hopefully see you all there. Fair warning again that we will be pausing at some point and switching over to an IRL stream because I'll need to assemble some stuff when it arrives. Thank you all, and good night.